now, before getting into the video, a message from our sponsor, Thrive Cosmetics. Thrive Cosmetics is a skincare and makeup brand that uses natural ingredients and has a cause. Their products are 100% vegan and cruelty free. What I love most about this brand is that their products are high performing. They really do make a difference with the way that your skin looks. Looking more clean and natural is the way to go. And I enjoy using the products in my day-to-day skincare routine when I'm just doing simple things like running errands or just around the house where I want to look put together but not fully done up. Thrive Cosmetics has been perfect for that. Lately, I've enjoyed using their liquid lash extension mascara. This is a product that's been loved by over 20,000 people because it really does add volume and lengthening to my eyelashes. I've really struggled with wearing false lashes and sort of just want to have a lengthened look on a day-to-day. So this mascara has been wonderful for that. There is no smudging, no clumping, or flaking. So I enjoy reaching for this one in my day-to-day skincare routine. And something that makes this mascara so unique is that it's so easy to remove. You just need a washcloth and a little bit of warm water and it comes off without using any soap. And something that stands out about Thrive Cosmetics is that they're bigger than beauty. They're a brand with a cause. So their products are also used to have revenue donated to causes that impact women. So causes like domestic violence, entrepreneurship, and just supporting women thriving is something that they believe in. Thrive Cosmetics donates to causes that affect women, such as emerging from homelessness, domestic violence, fighting abuse, cancer, and more. So this is bigger than beauty. It's truly helping women all over the world. And now is a great time for you to try Thrive Cosmetics for yourself. Head over to their website and receive 15% off of your purchase by using the code Michelle. So visit Thrive Cosmetics. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/Michelle for 15% off of your first order. Thank you so much, Thrive Cosmetics, for sponsoring this video for all of these beautiful women.
In our previous session, we discussed qualities of a high value masculine man or a high quality masculine man, however you want to term it. For those of you ladies who've had an opportunity to watch our previous video where we talked about qualities of a high value or a high quality masculine man, know that we talked about characteristics such as being responsible, having strong character and values, being an asset to the community, to his family, and emotional maturity. Today, we're going to discuss about 5 more traits, and I just want you to think about these things and consider them when you end up meeting a man and see how it matches up to the things that you find as important. You ladies have been working so hard on developing and becoming women that you know you were born to be. You've been working on your appearance. You've been working on your personality. You've been working on your relationship with God. And all of that brings so much value into your life. It is absolutely necessary that when you meet a man, he is able to meet you where you are. So you shouldn't be interested in anyone who cannot bring at least what you're bringing. And that's why these traits are so important, because money is absolutely important and necessary, and we all know that. But these are the things that we sometimes forget, don't know about, or dismiss because of things like looks and money. And that's what I want to steer you away from and have you hone in on things that you maybe haven't considered, but end up becoming a serious problem in the relationship. So the next thing that I want us to talk about is assertiveness. High quality masculine men are assertive. What that means is that they're confident in the things that they believe. They're able to go after the things that they want, and they don't let people push them around. Now, I know that some of us women enjoy being with men who let us push them around because we get to get our way. We feel like we're in control. We think that they won't leave us. We think that we mean so much to them because we're able to manipulate and control them. But that actually is a very dangerous trait because a lot of those men end up doing the same things any other man would do, but in a more sneaky way and build a lot of resentment towards you. So it's important that you consider dating men who are confident, who value themselves as people, who are not going to let you push and run over them, who are able to stand their ground on things that they believe in, and who can speak up for themselves and for you when you need it. So a high quality masculine man is able to say, I've been working really hard with this job. I've been here for a couple of years and I believe it's time for me to get a raise. And he's not afraid to talk to his boss and argue his case, not necessarily arguing, but being able to speak up for what he thinks he's worth. He's also able to do it with you. If you're doing things that are bothering him, he's not going to give you the silent treatment and not tell you what's wrong. He's going to address it head on and let you know that he doesn't like it, he doesn't appreciate it, and things need to change. And instead of looking at that as like an aggressive or mean quality, value it because he values you enough to be honest about where he stands and what he will and will not accept from you. Having a high quality man is also very much desired when you're in situations where you cannot speak up for yourselves. There are so many times that us women are in situations where we really do need an advocate. We really do need our husbands, our boyfriends to stick up and stand up for us. Say, God forbid, you're in the hospital and the nurses are not taking you seriously. You're in pain. You need medication. You need some sort of assistance. You want your man to be able to get that nurse and get you what you need, or talk to the doctor and say, you know what? I don't agree with this. Let's do this instead. Whatever it is that you need, you don't want him to be so timid and so afraid of speaking up for you that he will not do it. That is a disservice to you. You need your man to be a leader and to be confident, courageous, and bold enough to stand up for the things that he believes for himself, for his family, and for you. Ladies, this is especially important when you give birth. When you have a child, you want your husband to be able to tell family members that you need some privacy, that you're not able to talk right now. He needs to be able to be comfortable protecting you. As a high quality man, he is a protector and a provider. It's not just about the money. It's his ability to be able to assert himself when it's needed to protect those that he loves. Another important trait of a high quality masculine man is that he is secure. He is a secure person in the relationship, in himself, in his abilities. And this goes to say that he's not concerned about what you are doing. He's not looking over your shoulder 24/7, monitoring your every move. He is not jealous when you go out with your friends or when you go out with your family. He's not competing with your sister or your brother. He's not competing with your coworkers or your classmates. He is secure in the fact that he knows that he's with a woman who loves him and respects him and is not going to be meddling through your life to see what you're up to. High quality masculine men are also secure within themselves, so they're not begging for the attention of women. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of men who struggle with low self-esteem, and they really do need the confirmation and the affirmation of lots of women to feel secure. They need the attention of women and are always craving it. And you want to be very careful about this because this is how a lot of us women attract narcissists. We don't realize that this man loves attention. And when you see certain things, they are red flags. We won't talk about that today, but there are red flags that you can sort of spot and see, this man likes attention. He likes attention a little bit too much, and that's a problem. He's not secure within himself. He needs people, whether it's men or women, telling him he's so great, he's so handsome, he has nice things, and all of that boosts himself up. And some of them can't get enough of it. Even if they're married, they can't get enough of it. And that leads to tons of issues. Another example of men who are not secure within themselves is they tend to have a tit for tat sort of behavior pattern. So if they do something for you, they expect something back from you immediately. Meaning, let's say you are on a date with them and they take you out to a restaurant, a really nice place, or they take you to a concert and you have a great time with them. A high quality masculine man is not going to expect you to sleep with them. As a matter of fact, high quality masculine men don't appreciate that in someone who they're taking seriously. They want to know that the women that they date is not opening themselves up to any man just because he bought them something. That your worth is so much more than money, than material things. And you take the time to vet a man, to allow the man to prove himself to you, to be with a man long enough to know that he is worth it before you give him any piece of your body. And high quality men value that as well. So it is a red flag when you are on a date with someone and you feel pressure to have sex with them or to do anything sexual or even a favor of some sort, giving them money or giving them something that you do not believe that they deserve because they took you out, because they spent some time with you, because they spent some money on you, because they helped you when you were in trouble. That is not a high quality man. And it is important for you to recognize the difference. When you start to up your standards and the kind of men you allow to be in your company, you will be able to immediately see the difference between a high quality man and a man of low quality who is not secure within himself. I remember during my younger years, I would be out with my friends, say in like Vegas or Miami, and we would be in these really nice clubs. And there would sometimes be a man walking around, or sometimes even a woman, trying to look around the crowd and pick out very feminine women to invite them to the tables of these very wealthy men. A lot of times they were Middle Eastern men, or they were African men, or just men who were very wealthy. Sometimes they were foreign, sometimes they weren't. So us girls would go over to their table and they would have all of these bottles of champagne and these plush couches. And we would just sit in their section. We would dance around and just talk with ourselves, like with the girls. And I'll be honest, usually they never even spoke to us. They just wanted the company of beautiful women around them because that's what's fun for them, being out in this club environment and being surrounded by beautiful feminine women. But they were not touching us, making us feel uncomfortable, asking us to pay for anything, slobbering over us, begging for our phone number. None of it. As a matter of fact, we could go there and have 2 glasses of champagne and just get up, and no one is going to chase us. Those men were very secure. Those men were of high quality, and they were secure in a sense that they didn't expect us to give them anything just because we were enjoying their luxuries. And that's the difference. I've also been in situations where men didn't do any of that stuff, but we were in an environment with men who were of low quality. And because they paid $20 to get into a luncheon or an event, they felt that they could just come up to me and my friends and just touch us or press their bodies up against us and expect that we would give them our phone numbers and spend time with them because we pay the same amount of money because we were in the same event with them. And so it is a very stark contrast between high quality men and low quality men, depending on what you're used to and what you accept. But high quality masculine men are secure within themselves. They do not need your validation. They do not need your money. They do not need anything from you. And that is a relief. Now, it's not to say that they're so secure that they'll let people disrespect you. If a man is of high quality and you are their woman, they're going to care about you and protect you. So if there is a man who's talking to you and they notice that, they will come over and take you away from that man. But it doesn't mean that they're going to come up to him and push him and start yelling at him, "Why are you talking to my girl?" A high quality man is not going to do that. They're just going to securely and confidently walk up and take you away. As simple as that. And lastly, in the area of a man, and lastly, in the area of just being a secure man, high quality men do not like drama. They do not like drama and they do not participate in drama. So if you're dating them and you're causing them a lot of drama, they are secure within themselves that they will find another woman and they will break up with you. And they won't be going back and forth. They will break up and be done, and they will not be blowing up your phone or playing games. If you decide that you want to walk away from a relationship with a high quality masculine man, he is not going to be begging for you back. He is not going to be bothering you if you tell him that it was fun, but you're not really interested. They will respect that. They are secure within themselves to know that there'll be someone else down the road. And you don't have to worry about drama following you when dating a man like that. I could go on and on and on about this topic, but we'll go ahead and leave it there for now. High quality masculine men are men who are secure. They're secure in themselves, they're secure in their relationships, and they do not need you. They're secure in themselves and in their relationships. Another valuable characteristic of a high quality masculine man is that they are intrinsically motivated to pursue their purpose. They know that they are born for a reason. They are not wasting their time doing fruitless things because they have a mission to complete. High quality masculine men are concerned about their legacy. They want to make sure that they come into this world, that they make a change, make a difference in their family, that they build something for their family to be able to hold on to when they're not here anymore. And that's important to them. It's more important than women. It's more important than being cool. It's more important than how they're perceived. They are laser focused on doing things that will benefit themselves and their families in the future. When you're involved with a high quality masculine man, you don't have to worry about pushing him to pursue his goals. Yes, he may have ups and downs and things may not go as planned, and he may have moments where he needs to sort of decompress and recalibrate and come back to the mission. But he's not someone who's spending time on video games all day, going out and spending a bunch of money and not bringing any money in, or just wasting his time. His time is precious and valuable to him, and he's dedicated to taking care of business before settling down. And in living a purpose-driven life, high-quality masculine men are concerned about their name, meaning they are not interested in ruining their reputations. They will make decisions based on the future and not the present. So this means that this man is mature enough to say no to things that are instantaneous and provide instant gratification for a long-term goal. And that's something that's valued. And as women who are maybe not on that same wavelength, we may see those men and think, oh, like, what a loser. He's not trying to have fun, or he's so serious, or he's so focused on this thing and not focused enough on me. And as women, we should be concerned about who we're dating and the legacy we're going to leave behind with that person. When you end up dating someone, sleeping with someone, having someone's baby, that's your legacy as well. And you are allowing this person to come into your life and create life with you that will carry on his decisions, his name, and his legacy. So be very careful because you want a man who resembles the man you're dating. So just be very careful because you want to co-create with someone who you respect. You want your child to be a reflection of yourself and this wonderful man. You don't want to just be having sex with anyone. You don't want to just be having babies with anyone. You should want a man who resembles something great, who values being a certain kind of man, who has morals and values, who cares about earning things on his own and doesn't depend on women to give him money for his business, give him money for his lifestyle, give him money for his daily living expenses. You don't want a man who depends on women to create his life for him. You want a man who's interested in doing that on his own and be proud to say that he was able to create this legacy for himself and his family. So when you are in the dating world, think about it. Do you want your child to end up just like this person? This child is going to have their DNA. What can this man bring to your future children? If the answer is no, thank you, or if the answer is, nothing, then reconsider, because these things are permanent. You can't go back. And I want you to be well informed and make the best decision for your life and your legacy. And the final trait and most important trait of a high quality masculine man is his accountability to God. You want a man who has accountability to someone higher than you. If you get into an argument or a sticky situation with your husband, you want to know that he's accountable to God for his behavior. It is very difficult to be with a man who is accountable to no one. If he does something, he does it based on his own feelings and what he thinks is right, but doesn't have a real moral compass, doesn't have anything substantial to go to lean on, and to be reprimanded by. So if he, let's say, does something to harm you, you want to know that he's accountable to God for that behavior, that he cares about how he treats you because he knows that God is watching and he is accountable to the Lord. So when you're dating a man, think about this. Who is he accountable to? Your father? His father? Does he have a father? Does he respect his father? Does he care whether his father says, I really don't think that that was a good decision. You may want to go back and apologize to your wife about that. If he's like, screw your dad, screw my dad, I hate him, screw everybody, then it makes it very difficult to move past the more serious problems in life. So this accountability does come in different forms, and you want to think about that. Who does he respect? Who is he accountable to? Does he have a pastor or a mentor or someone in his life that he goes to when he's in a jam? Or does he have no one? Does he respect no one? Does he care about no one but himself? And having Jesus, having God in his life is going to make the ultimate difference if he truly is accountable to the Lord in his decision making and in his behavior. And outside of his accountability to God, you want him to also be accountable to the people who you love. So if you have parents, you want a man who is able to respect them, who's able to respect his own mother. If you see that he has lots of broken relationships within his own family dynamics, not to say that it's necessarily his fault, but if he hasn't been raised in a way where he had people to look up to, it's something to consider. If he doesn't have God and doesn't have anyone to look up to, doesn't respect anyone, then where is he getting his values, his morals, and his standards from? And 9 times out of 10, it's the world. He's getting it from music and from television and from his friends. And that is a very quick path to destruction. When you hear the word God-fearing man, when you hear women saying that they want to be with a God-fearing man, that is what that means, that they respect God, they reverence God, they fear God. It means that they're not going to do just anything because they are accountable to God. They will try their absolute best to be the best men they can be for themselves, for you, and for God. So ladies, those are about 5 more traits that you can add to your palette when you're choosing the men that you're going to give your time to, and seriously consider them. These are not the only things that make up a high quality masculine man, but these I felt were absolutely essential in beginning a courting relationship. If they don't have these traits, you want to be careful and pray about it and ask the Lord to give you some discernment on this person. No one is perfect. And there may be times, depending on when you meet this man, when in his life you meet him, that may change things in terms of what he's developed within himself. But I would always strongly recommend that you give your time and your energy to a man who is the most developed. and not wait around for anyone to change or think that you can influence or change them to develop these traits. The things that we talked about are things that are hardwired into a person based on the way that they were raised and the things that they've been through. It's not something that you can impose on them. And if you're already dating them, again, pray about it and see what God tells you. I received tons of messages from you ladies telling me that you're with these men and you don't think that you should be with them and you don't know what to do and you're asking me to tell you. And I will never tell you what you already know. I will always say to pray about it and consider the fact that you probably know intuitively more than you're giving yourself credit for. Most of us know when we're with someone who we should not be with, but we like them and we have all of these reasons why we stay. And you're doing yourself a disservice by not giving yourself the best possible man you can give to yourself. Your partner, honey, is the one person in life that you get to choose. You don't choose your parents or your siblings or your children. You only get to choose your husband as a family member, as someone who you connect with and stay with for the rest of your life. Choose wisely. Don't give in. I want you to choose wisely because you deserve it. You deserve the very best, and you will have it.
Thank you so much, my love, for being here, listening to this podcast, and spending some time with me today. I hope that the information that you heard here today will bless and open up your life for you to be the woman that God created you to be. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram page at A Feminine Impression and my personal page at Dr. Michelle Daff. Also, visit my YouTube channel, Dr. Michelle Daff, for more information and lots of video content on femininity. I would also love your support in purchasing my fragrance from my brand Fine Forever by visiting www.fineforever.com. And remember that in all things you do, make a feminine impression.